Which of these two Yuka will be able to get the closest to the edges? On one side, we have the Yuka with its two decks, and on the other side, the Yuka Mini with a single but much larger deck. On this one, there is about 10 centimeters between the blade, the wheel, and the outer part of the robot, whereas on the Yuka, there are 9 centimeters. Theoretically, this means slightly less uncut grass. To see which one gets the closest to the edges, I tested both on this wooden section. I left about 5 to 10 centimeters of margin between the robot and the wood. On the part with the edge, I trimmed as close as possible with each robot to measure how many centimeters remained uncut. Result, it left me with about 40 centimeters of uncut grass in some areas, and in other parts, it's closer to 33 centimeters. That's still quite a bit of uncut grass, given that the deck is centered. In some spots, it's around 20 to 25 centimeters, and here there's much less grass, about 15 to 20 centimeters. In other areas, it's more like 15 centimeters. Visually, it's less noticeable, but it's still best to leave at least 5 centimeters between the edge and the robot. On average, there are always about 15 to 20 centimeters of uncut grass. After testing both robots, there isn't a huge difference when it comes to the edges. The gap is around 1 to 2 centimeters. Yes, the Yuka does get slightly closer to the edges, but honestly, the difference is minimal. As I mentioned, there are about 9 centimeters between the blade and the outer part of the robot for the Yuka, and about 10 centimeters for the Yuka Mini. This is the main factor that affects how close they cut to the edges. I'm preparing a detailed comparison of these two robotic mowers, which will be available in the coming days on the YouTube channel. In the meantime, if you want to order either the Yuka or the Yuka Mini, you'll find the link in the description. Also, you can get a €50 discount on your first order, which is always a nice bonus. All details will be in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, and if you're unsure between the two models, you can send me a private message. See you next time. Ciao, ciao.